this is the last week of August, and the comic book industry is it's pushing everything out that it has in store to make sure that August burns bright at the end. We have a massive, massive week of comics, and I am so excited to get into this week's Pals previews because there's a lot to talk about here. Now, we're going to kick things off with the books that are going to be on Pals Pools. And if you hear omissions, it's because this week is so large, so over the top. We had to add a book to the docket. So we're doing 6 books this week instead of 5. And on top of that, we couldn't get everything in that we wanted to. So here are the books that we're going to read: Ultimate Spider-Man number 20, The Mortal Thor number 1, Absolute Martian Manhunter number 6, Absolute Wonder Woman, Immortal Legend Batman, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder. I just realized that's 6 books on the docket,
Yeah.
plus the Pals Pulse poll winner. That's 7 books.
Lucky number 7.
That's how massive of a week this is. And honestly, I'm pretty excited about all of those. Tyler, is there a book on there that you feel is going to be your pick of the week?
Ooh, out of those, I mean, Shredder is Dan Waters, right?
Yes.
Dan Waters with Michelle Bandini, who's I'm also a fan of on art. That could be a sleeper hit. But man, it's Absolute Martian Manhunter. If it's a Martian Manhunter week, that's my week to pick out that book.
Yeah, it's just really hard to go against the grain with that. It has really delivered every single time, and I'm definitely choosing Martian Manhunter as well. The other books are great, but this is the cream of the crop as far as I'm concerned.
And this is the last issue before the break. Like, there's nothing solicited just yet.
You are right. We will have a period of break. I think the book returns later in the year, but we will have a break period, and then we will get the back half, the rest of the 12 issue story.
Cool.
So
hopefully, closes this arc out with a bang.
Yeah, it's been so much fun so far. But there is still one more book that will make the docket. As we said, it will be 7. We've told you about 6. So the last one is the one that you guys choose. Of course, you can always vote in the Pals Pools poll. It helps us out. It costs you nothing. And the biggest part of it is it gets your voice heard on that show. So right now, JLU, Justice League Unlimited number 10, is sitting at the bottom with 13%.
Wow.
Green Lantern number 26 is at 15%. Imperial War Black Panther number 1 is at 30% of the vote. But Superman 29 is at an astonishing 42% of the vote.
Did the entire Legion of Superheroes vote for Superman?
It's crazy. It's really surprising. You guys are going hard for Superman. I honestly thought Green Lantern would sweep up again.
I thought so too. And then selfishly, I was hoping for Imperial War Black Panther to be the one that wins, but it's looking less likely at this point. Like, Imperial War She-Hulk comes out this week too. We don't even have room for it.
I personally voted for Black Panther.
Same. Wakanda forever. But also, like, Victor Laval is writing that, who I enjoyed some of the stuff during like the end of Krakoa.
Yeah.
With Hickman in there somewhere. Cafu on art though. Oof.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's turn things over. Make sure you guys cast your vote. Pals Polls is Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, so you've got ample time to get your vote in. The poll always goes up Thursday at 5 p.m. So cast your vote. Let's see how high we can get those votes. But what we're gonna do is, because again, this is such a massive week, we're gonna run down a bunch of these books here on leagueofcomicgeeks.com, who do a great job of putting all this together. So let's turn it over there and let's talk about some of these upcoming releases.
This might be the biggest week I've seen in a long ass time.
Yeah.
You go first, Sean. Curious what you got.
Sure. So I am really looking forward to Kaya. And I know that's a bit of a boring way to start because I always shout out Kaya, but this book gets better and better and better. I actually just read issue 28 2 nights ago, and it was fantastic. 29 is dropping this Wednesday, and I don't know how long Kaya is going to go. I think I've seen Wes Craig talk about how it'll probably go about 50 issues. I want to say I've seen that, um, which is crazy because it actually feels like we're a lot closer to the end. I can't wait to see what Wes has in store. This book is fantastic. Please buy it.
And based on some of the audience reactions, people like Kaya. So
Yeah.
definitely something worth checking out. I want to check back in with a little friend called The Avengers. The Avengers number 29. This is written by Jed McKay with art by Fareed Karami, colors by Federico Blee. So on the cover, there's a guy on the cover who hasn't been with the Avengers in a while. That's Reed Richards. And on the cover, it says, "What is the Grail and what is its connection to Secret Wars?"
Mm.
The missing moment. The Avengers have cracked the code, but what does Reed Richards have to do with it? The true nature of Mirrodin is revealed. I think this is the first domino that is leading to Marvel harkening back to Secret Wars, to get ready for the movie. Um, this is also adding Reed Richards to the fold of the Avengers. Uh, Definitely a big question mark for me, and I'm curious to see what Jed McKay can do to kind of really whet my appetite with these reveals.
Damn, I might have to buy this. Read in the book, the tease of it having a relationship to Secret Wars, the missing moment, which we've been waiting to learn about the
Yep.
missing moment for years. I feel like it's been a couple of years. And so they're finally getting to that. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
So I'll probably check this out. Wow. Geiger number 17 is coming out this week, and Geiger has remained quite good. Gary Frank is on a break, so Eduardo Pansica is stepping in on pencils, but the book is excellent. Geiger finds himself in a strange situation where now his powers are just on the fritz, and nuclear woman is gone.
Mm.
Geiger is in a weak position, and he is still being hunted. So I feel like this book really found its stride within the last couple of arcs, and I am enjoying it thoroughly. So I will always sing the praises of Geiger.
I want to call one that I haven't called out before, and that's Death of the Silver Surfer number 3. I've been reading this. This is written by Greg Pak, with I believe the art is Sumit Kumar. Is he doing this issue as well? Yes, Sumit Kumar, who worked on The Savage Shores with Ram V. So that alone, like just for the Sumit Kumar art, that's ticket alone. But Greg Pak is returning to a character that he wrote a lot of back then, back when like World War Hulk was happening and Planet Hulk and all that stuff. And this is dealing with like the Silver Surfer kind of it's big corporations trying to steal the power cosmic for monetary gain, and Silver Surfer coming to Earth in the guise of trying to help things, but being rejected for that.
Mm,
It's a really small story. This issue seems to bring the Fantastic Four into the fold. But I like how we're getting a Silver Surfer story that's kind of flying under the radar for some people. So I just wanted to shout it out.
sure. Yeah, absolutely. I also think more people need to be talking about Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring. Number 2 is dropping. We reviewed issue 1. We got to interview the creator, Patrick Horvath, and that was great. I think that this book is fantastic, and I'm excited for issue 2. I want to see where this story is going to go. The first issue was really really strong, so I hope this series continues well, and I'm looking forward to it.
Another new number 1 for me, coming from Image, is the Universal Monsters: The Invisible Man number 1.
Mm.
This is by a crazy good creative team of James Tynion the fourth, with art by Danny.
Oh wow.
Colors by Brad Simpson. Tynion, I love you, but this is a Danny book for me. Danny is the closest I feel to like Miller in modern times in terms of art style.
Hmm.
She has a real good understanding of the negative space that art can have. And a lot of like even on the cover alone, there's a lot of um choosing not to outline stuff and letting the actual art be the form of it, which that works perfectly for the Invisible Man. So playing with negative space and playing with the invisibility of it all is exciting for me from an art point. And like Invisible Man, my favorite Universal monster too, right next to Creature from the Black Lagoon. So that is just kind of scratching my itch there. And Tinian has just a knack for horror. So, and I would argue Invisible Man is the scariest out of all of them.
Hmm.
Um, so this could be a lot of fun for me. I'm definitely picking this up.
Yeah, this will end up in my stack as well, 100%. A book I'm less sure will end up on my stack is Sonia Reborn, number
Oh,
one. This is Christopher Priest and Alessandro Miracolo, who's great. Um, and I love Red Sonja. The problem is that the most recent book I read of Christopher Priest is that Black Panther World to Come, which I am very much I'm over that world.
mm.
So my opinion of Priest is not like through the roof right now. And so I'm not sure if I need this. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't want it because I do really enjoy Red Sonja a lot. So
It's funny. The characters never really hit for me. I
yeah,
think the closest was Gail Simone's run.
yeah. I like her a lot, but it's not because she's some amazingly well defined, character. It's just it's a lot of things that make me like her, but not that particular thing. So I definitely get it.
I'm sure there's some Gooner reasons too, which I,
Sure.
I wouldn't fault you for. Wouldn't fault you for at all. I wanted to go up and shout out. Where is it? Where is it? It's a little further up. Uh, 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 oh yeah, Imperial War Planet Shield. I know I briefly mentioned it earlier. But this is the other Imperial War kind of one shot tie-in book that is leading to a bigger book once Imperial's done.
Mm.
This is the creative team of Jonathan Hickman kind of writing the groundwork, but Stephanie Phillips writing with art by Emilio Laizo, colors by Matt Mello. This is, I believe, the creative team that's going to be doing the She-Hulk book proper. We know She-Hulk has been left on Sakaar to guard things, but now the other Hulks are stuck away from that. So really, She-Hulk is the sole queen of Sakaar right now, and it's during a time of deep turmoil. So I'm curious to see how they tackle that. She-Hulk has been in recent memory doing the lawyer thing in comics, which I loved. I loved She-Hulk law books. The show did it as well, but this is completely different for She-Hulk. So I'm curious to see what Stephanie Phillips has to say here. Um, but hey, it's a book of more She-Hulk. That's all I can need.
Can't complain about that. That will definitely end up in my stack as well. Stay Out of the Woods, number one. It's an image book. And it's significant for the reason that, well, the writer is Joe Pruitt, but the artist is Butch Geis.
Mm.
And we lost Butch. And this is his, as far as I know, his last comics work. So I definitely want to check out what this is going to be for sure. The pitch is a nightmarish terror once again haunts the shadowy woods of a small town community. Three young friends have to confront their own childhood fears, undead creatures that stalk the living, an enigmatic tree that seemingly collects souls, and an ancient forest entity that seeks to reclaim these lands as its own. It's Tom Sawyer meets Pan's Labyrinth, meets it in this coming of age tale of redemption and courage in the face of pure evil. Cool.
Cool. And we got a YouTube subscription. I forgot this layout still has alerts for that. So thanks, another Tyler, for subscribing.
Thank you.
I guess one final shout out I want to do is Runaways. Runaways continues to be the shining. This is Runaways number 3, the shining part of One World Under Doom for me. I love these characters with all my heart. Um, give me anything with Runaways, and I'm in. This run is continuing Rainbow Rowell's run on the book, which was arguably my favorite Runaways, even above BKV in some
Mm.
aspects. With art by Elena Casagrande, a phenomenal creative team that I'm so happy to see tackle these characters. Even though it is a tie-in to a greater event, it's very that is just the layout of it. the core of it is still these characters and their interpersonal relationships and drama. It's full of drama. It's great.
Yeah, I actually just read the second issue here the other day, and it was quite good. It was quite good. I'm still on the hook for this book as well. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
So that's going to do it. There are a bunch of other books that we didn't shout out. Again, this is a huge week, and it's the kind of week as a comics fan that you look forward to. And, you go up to that shelf, and there are just so many options. And, our wallets will hate us this week,
Hmm.
undoubtedly. But hopefully, we're feeding ourselves through the beautiful art and words that we'll be getting within the pages of all of these comics. If we missed something that you think we should be on our radar, let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in to all of the stuff we've got going on this week. An interview with Bendis that's happening in just a few hours from when this will be available. We've got, of course, Pals Pulls at 8 p.m. on Thursday, and then the main show on Saturday. So a full week with your pals. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.